Hello Cougars, Mr. Jimenez back again, and today, or for this section of our lab, we're going to be testing solubility. So, if you recall correctly, solubility refers to objects that dissolve in water and objects that don't dissolve in water. We give them the names soluble if they do dissolve and non-soluble if they don't dissolve. So, let's test our 6 objects that we've already tested for solubility. All right? Let's get started. I'm going to move the camera angle down. Boom. Beautiful. So if you see, I have a beaker, and this beaker is filled with water. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to drop each object in, and I want you to classify it as either soluble or non-soluble. That is, if it dissolves, it'll be soluble. If it doesn't dissolve, it'll be non-soluble. All right, let's try it. First object we have is our handy-dandy rubber eraser. I'm going to drop it in there. And let's see what happens. I'm going to move this closer. What are you observing? Has our eraser changed? Has it gotten smaller? Can you still see it? You're right. I can still see it. So it did not dissolve. So I want you to write down the correct classification in your table. Is an eraser soluble or non-soluble? Moving on. Our next substance we're going to try and check the solubility of is salt. Now, I'm just going to pour some in here. And I'm just going to mix it around. Boom, 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 boom. And we're going. So sometimes, everyone, objects don't dissolve right away. And salt is one of those. So I'm continuing to mix it to see maybe it'll dissolve and maybe it won't. So let me go and show you now what is in here. Do you see anything in there? Can you see anything? Not really, right? That's because salt did dissolve in the water, okay? So either classify it as soluble or non-soluble. I'll leave that up to you. The next object we're going to check the solubility of is an iron nail. So let's just go ahead and try it. I'm going to drop it in. And I can still see it, but I'm going to shake it. Maybe it'll dissolve if I continue to do this. What do y'all think? It's still in there. It's right there. We can still see it. Do you think it's soluble or non-soluble? You can still see the object in the beaker. Ooh, almost. So I realized I could do this yesterday, everyone, with the nail, because I had trouble getting a nail out of a solution. But my magnet helped me because I used the physical property of magnetism to remove it. The next object's solubility we're going to test is this paper clip. So again, drop the paper clip in, mix it around, and what do you know? What do you see? I observed the paper clip did not dissolve. So what does that mean? Is it soluble or non-soluble? And then we're going to test 2 more powders. And we're going to see what occurs to these substances when we drop them in water. The next one is sand. Let's see what happens. I'm going to mix it around. Maybe some of this will dissolve. We don't know. Let's see. And what do you notice, guys? The sand is still inside here. So what do you think? Is the sand soluble or non-soluble? Think about it. Is it soluble or non-soluble? If it did not dissolve. Make note of it. And then last but not least, we're going to test our iron filings. I'm going to drop them in here. Boom, 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 boom. And this is a black powder. So let's see what happens. Can you still see it in there? Oh, I forgot to mix it. Boop, 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 boop. You still see that black powder in there, right? With the sand. So are the iron filings soluble or non-soluble, if you can still see them? So that has been this section of the guided lab. Next, you're going to watch a video over density, but make sure before you do that, you go back to your assignment and you fill in the correct bubbles to classify the objects either as soluble or non-soluble. But I'll see you pretty soon, guys. Bye!